Back for that. Good to see you. Bet you've worked.
What news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. How does blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks help Ulvin get his concession?
Look around. This may be claiming that the also well, even with Ulvund Hope.
And if the...
Correct. The
I need to go.
Of course.
Now where the Bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
Tell. Power and protection. What will you choose?
Bit busy now, but we'll talk soon.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errand vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the Bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light Wadis. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get... Cave. I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even... Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
That one hurts you.
Aloy. Come for that beer after. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So the bristleback...
You're a pig. Blasted things, those... They just showed up one day, lost some good people. But bless... That put a dent in the... Now, if only...
But how could bristleback...
2 words. Concession to... Olvind has taken to blaming the Carja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough resentments to get a strike. This is just his latest... He's been trying to rile up...
About that.
Now there's...
I'm working on it.
By the Forge. Grab...
I thought you'd be back at...
Well, but realized it was running some... Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could... You've been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east. Besides, someone's got to be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Carja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Carja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they don't seem to want for nothing except to prey and just enough food to keep from...
So they're just camped out, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a storm... And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not...
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugee.
Much appreciated. They have it rough.
This Talon guy might still be in chains. I'll work with him first.
I'm sorry, I'll be... I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon! Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm! Oh, just stop talking. So, you...
Actually,
But you're just nuts! I am with a...
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red! How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine and
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe javelin thrower?
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. There was an incident. Another.
Involving explosive?
Ba-boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it. And I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better. Namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small... I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, otherwise they broke. But the real innovation, keep it to yourself.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My...
You have a deal.
Got somewhere to be. Sorry.
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. Can't get out the machine. But I could learn there's a cauldron here. spotted. Overboard? Rumor said that Fanghorn should be nearby. Frost ammo would work. There's the Fanghorn. Gonna have to take it down to get its web. Spot! Gotta move! Much better. Should be able to harvest the tip. Got everything I need for Dylan Boomer. Now, see about the weapon affairs. Keep this for a cook. I've learned to override machines and cauldrons before. I wonder if there are any out there. I'll keep some extra on hand.
I've heard of your adventure. My armor can help.
You've got a face like a thundercloud.
Like a hammer to your head.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No!
Oh,
Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
ba-boom!
blast flame, but with triple the ammo.
What's your secret, sister? How do you clear out those machines?
Okay.
Mirror light. The last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. From Karja Horn. That means the embassy's starting soon. Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Looking for a real challenge? Play Machine Strike against me.
Friend from the Nora. Coming by.
You here to play?
You saw a tornado.
Good luck. Okay, I can do this. Time for me to step up. Forfeiting the game? Okay. Let us do battle. Oh, you're done playing? Let me put this away then. That was fun. No one wants to play some Strike?
I ain't betting nothing. Only climb up to that city attack. You must be in a hurry.
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Ah, well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tenakth?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open. There's Erend. It looks like he's had a few.
Savior, I need your help. Soldier. Savior!
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Loravik tried to kill me. I fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Loravik to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Loravik was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Loravik, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger. And when Loravik mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Loravik lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Loravik's bunk. Searched it again. Look. Conover's a good man. But Nozar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry.
No, but more Eclipse are out.
Well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching any, please do let us know.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you?
No. But the clearing where they...
A dozen soldiers have already searched at Conover there.
I can see things others can't.
Thank you, Aloy.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the eclipse. Bloodstains. It's a good place to start as any. Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard. Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here. I see plenty of tracks from the Karja search party. Not helpful. Broken branches. Was someone up here? Faint tracks, leading away from Barren Light. I should be able to follow them with my focus. Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all. Lost the trail. There's too many machines walking around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them. Cauldrons could teach me how to override these machines. So where would they be? lot of it. Whoever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him. Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus. Looks like they're headed for that bridge. Someone set up a lookout down here. Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wounds before they went on. I should be able to follow their tracks. Where did you go off to? My focus might see something. The trail ends here. Must have climbed up to that cave. With that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs. Well, we'll have to worry about running out. This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
What are we supposed to do now? Please stay on track.
raft and make our way out west. If we give up now, these are the we will find strength. I say we kill them.
We don't know Larovik's dead.
He hasn't shown at the rendezvous point, so either that fool guard killed him, or he's lost his nerve.
We'll just have to blast our way through the gates.
And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra, and now he's dead too.
We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Baron Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Conover was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
Usurper will perish, along with all who followed him. I'll pay back every Carja that turns.
Fine place to forge our destiny. Quiet! I think I saw something.
Just getting started.
You're out! I didn't see anything. She's dangerous! You okay? Oh no! I've got the Nora!
There's more Eclipse beyond the Daunt. If this Rayad was their only link to them, he might have a focus. He could tell me where they are. I'm guessing that's Rayad. Blood trail must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Rayad has a focus.
Loyal Eclipse. If you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light, and bask in the gloam of future conquest. The new empire awaits.
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, out past Barren Light. Rayad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light. When we fought the Eclipse back in Meridian, I thought that'd be the end of it. Guess I was wrong. stock for later.
Soft? I mean cooked solid. Like,
There's Erend. Looks like he's had a few.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy! Did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But Nozar? He might not be convinced by your words alone.
If he needs proof, show him that. And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to Nozar.
That's it then. The end of the Eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
Worse every minute.
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
Taking the edge off?
Oh, if the end of the world's coming, I don't be sober for it. Now, let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So whatever you need, ask away.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
That was,
Yeah, we did. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half... In the end, everybody drank. You know, as a rat.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn.
What do you know about the embassy?
I know, not much. Only that Avad, he said I'm making peace with these... But from what I hear, they're not too big on the hold, and they do most of their talking with Blade. So if you're heading their way, be prepared.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tenakth made sure to wreck the place before... I can't say I blame them. And now, no matter how much new stone they put up.
I better get going.
Right, you know, I'll have to do... Maybe just...
No promises.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is...
I know where to find you.
Don't count on it. Be careful out there, Il.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth up there.
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare defend Oseram salvagers, a few especially brazen cars, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen once the...
So what happens at these
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spice in exchange. The Tenakth return this particular embassy.
Because the Tenakth are handing over...
Ah, so the exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy...
You said something about Tenakth.
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive. Then, during the proceedings, and by negotiate, I mean stare down our... Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first...
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one...
I'll take you to him. But the commander isn't one to break protocol. Especially when he's...
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tenakth tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Why the Sun King believes we can have peace with these barbarians.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tenakth sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tenakth are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tenakth horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Laurel. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron.
What's happening? You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People trying to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Oh, that's it. Arrest her.
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Carja.
I'm not Carja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Carja can't be trusted. This is no...
Forget the Carja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Carja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called Savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am Unyielding Fashav. Once of the Carja High Command, last of the Army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Carja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Carja before.
The Carja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is a litany of deeds. A wreck.
Looks like you vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like this side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of...
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story. But though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse. I thought I was dead for sure, so
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat so when they flung me at Hekarro's feet, I demanded called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekarro stared them down. Evidently, he appreciated. He allowed me to participate in the Kulrut.
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not direct. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only this, believe me. A machine, while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than...
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. I had hopes for freedom, but...
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his...
You mentioned that word before. What...
The word itself refers to a kind of... In practice, marshals are Hekarro's roving log, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served, but many Tenakth still spat on the... But they did. Until I started forcing them to...
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is that to survive, one must... The truth is, though, the Carja speak it too. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still...
Part of me. But there is much to admire about the Tenakth. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slip. Hekarro and the marshals have crafted a delicate, and now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that...
The Carja talk about Hekarro as if he's a monster.
The Carja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the... It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive, but he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mads. I think that if you were fortunate, you would find that he only wants to... I hope you do speak to him. So, that's my story. The Carja need to know what I have...
Yeah, the way you... Are you glad to be going back?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping or sipping wine, but I have another goal. As someone who knows the Tenakth, I'm in a unique position. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a...
The Tenakth don't seem that...
They're not, as a rule. Chief Hekarro knows that survival often requires... Even if that change means putting aside centuries.
You asked why I need... I'll tell you. But you won't... 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west. And I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian. An army of demons, vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the 2 of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Carja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No! The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Carja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regalla. Chief Hekarro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Carja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hekarro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Lancers! Form up!
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back! Left flank! To the Carja! Run them down!
You're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Come down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come!
We have to mobilize!
Be ready for it!
You! Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. Let that shield will break if I hit hard enough.
You're as empty as weak as she's a word.
Now's my chance. Give it up. I can break through his shield if I damage it enough. I can keep going. Gotta get through that shield. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable. You're not stopping me. Your turn! Come down here and face me!
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Carja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Erend. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Carja delegation was slain. Nozar, Vuadis, Fashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north. With all those machines they were riding, they must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Carja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Fashav called Regalla a rival.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat.
They knew the lay of the land, and they knew Fashav was going to be hit. If the Tenakth weren't she must have spent months gathering an army.
They had to have made somewhere they could lie low until the perfect...
About Fashav.
Survived for years out in the west, don't... It's a cruel end.
There was more. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace.
Too late for that.
What will happen?
His body will be carried as a cousin of the Sun King. No soldier could act.
It's too bad.
At least Nozar went down fighting. Well, no one deserves to... I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites.
Do you think the Carja will take action? Seems like you'd have common ground.
An expedition of the Carja army be taken as the Sun King Avad won't risk. That said...
You said the Tenakth lands are far. What can I expect to find between here?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness, and then New Utaru far past that, their territory is split into...
Right. I saw their banner.
The Desert Clan is closest. Ooh. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable way, somewhere in the territories...
You don't say...
I've only... During the Red Raids, the Carja army tried to push, but the United Clans rose up against them.
So no one except the Tenakth really know...
Scholars do, back in Meridian.
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are...
That's right. They're a peaceful bunch. More taken to farming.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of...
Make no mistake, they have a... When the Carja were pushed back, their warriors chased ours through the... The Sun King has made several, but so far...
If they're so peaceful...
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something... You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but... No.
You said there were others who went...
Well, in addition to there were a couple of other parties of... Even saw 2 Carja scholars. Not sure if they're exceptional.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. But after Avad overthrew the Mag, he reached out to the other tribe. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone. Carja and Oseram have been striking.
But now, it seems like...
Well, I'd never call no man's land. The ancient ruins of the remnants of some forgotten...
I'd need to be on...
Then I wish you luck. And don't worry about your friends.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you.
I'll need these later, for sure. holding up? So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the Spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, the backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would. The woman who wrote the ambush, Regalla, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels? Good spot to test the shield wing. Why climb down when I can glide? I'll put these in my pack.